kids! The kids! Ah! The end times are here, ladies and gentlemen. Kids are ruining my fucking game. Everywhere I go, everywhere I see, everywhere I talk, everywhere I breathe, everything, I see kids. I see little kids, and they fucking bother me. They fucking so bother me. I just wanna. Listen, it's come to my attention that I, gamer Fliptrip, have discovered that people hate kids in video games. Who would have thought that? Oh boy. It's become so bad that the BBC, you know, the British, you know, the journalist news network, I don't know, whatever the fuck you want to call them, they decided to come out with an article, you know, detailing on how VRChat is bad for kids. And yes, I know, by the time I'm recording this, it's a week old, and by the time this is going to come out, it's going to be 2 weeks old, essentially, but I don't care, okay? I'm going to talk about it, okay? I can do whatever the fuck I want, okay? But seriously, they came out with this article, and, well, it was met by, you know, people that with, you know, correct opinions, or opinions that I say I would agree with, and, you know, are probably not opinions, they're more like facts. But on the flip side, I'd say there's others that don't have, you know, correct opinions. So I thought, you know, I'd do a stereotypical YouTuber bit and react to the article. Just kidding, I can't read. So instead, we're gonna react to this funny video that has under 100,000 views and already have dislikes because I'm using the dislike viewer bot thing, whatever you want to call it. Also, side note, if you haven't been to my stream, hey look, this is another avatar of me, I guess. I don't know. It's an edit of a popular booth model. You can get it on booth.pm, alright? I don't have a discount code, so there's no code with that. Also, my straps for tracking finally came to shit, so I am now using probably the most scuffed setup. No, there's probably scuffer setups, but it's constantly having this problem. As you can see, it's only my hip tracker losing tracking. So if I ever go flying off and looking like a fucking brain dead idiot, yeah, don't mind me, okay? Because I'm not doing this more than like 4 times. All right, I'm not doing these takes 4 times. All right, it's time to be a React Andy. Let's begin.
Meet Jess. She's 25, a BBC journalist, but in virtual reality, she's pretending to be a child.
You know that this is hard-hitting journalism when the journalist is pretending to be a child. You know, I thought we moved past the Chris Hansen stage of life where people are not pretending to be children to obtain predators and think they're doing justice. You know what the funny part is that I barely see anybody talking about this part of the article where the journalist freely admits that they were pretending to be underage. And they were actively seeking, like, you know.
There are 2 people to the side of me now who are trying to get on top of each other. Okay, so there's like a group of people that are like simulating sex. I want to say there's like...
Facebook promised us Disney levels of safety. This isn't a theme park.
Why
is a set of virtual worlds where children are at risk of grooming, of sexual...
Okay, for some reason, this is the same thing that happened in the article. For some reason, BBC is under this impression that VRChat falls under Facebook. Like, I don't get that. No, that is absolutely false. Facebook promised, you know, levels of Disney level, you know, and child protective, I don't know, whatever. But they also label their app 18+, and it's written with more children than VRChat. So I literally, like, it writes itself. Whatever measures Facebook was trying to take to prevent children from getting on their app, yeah, obviously doesn't seem to be working. But on top of that, apparently everybody at the BBC and who they're interviewing is just fucking brain dead and non-existent. They can't even do 2 seconds of research to discover that VRChat and Facebook aren't the same.
Predators are just having a free-for-all with these kids.
Who's this?
This man has been investigating VR chat rooms for months. He's worried for his safety and wants to remain anonymous. He's made a YouTube film and even met an
this guy
14-year-old who says he was groomed and raped in virtual reality.
Now, I'm not laughing at the fact that he's been apparently groomed and raped. That's not what I'm laughing at. To keep you guys all in the know, there was this, I don't know, this schizophrenic, deranged guy trying to make VRChat porn videos, and he had a whole Patreon and everything, and then he got banned because, you know, you're not supposed to do that in VRChat. Yeah, and the guy started making a lot of, you know, deranged Reddit posts, and apparently he made, like, this whole video calling out, like, I don't know, it was like this weird manifesto type thing of calling out people in the VRChat community, and the guy's lost. He needs help. But the funny part is that they got the guy who was making VRChat porn videos, the thing that, you know, we should not be letting our kids, you know, engage with, according to the BBC. Apparently they got the guy that's doing that to help them with their investigation. This is funny. I don't get it. This is such a deranged and fucking weird piece. This is not even like trying to benefit Meta. Like, I can't even like spin it to say, oh yeah, this is you know, Mark Zuckerberg telling the BBC to write a hit piece on VRChat so that they can promote Horizons. I can't even make up that conspiracy because this is just so bad. Oh my god, dude.
For children, the metaverse can be an exciting adventure, but it also poses a real risk of harm. Angus Crawford, BBC News.
What a horrible video. Look, I'm all for, you know, banning kids and all that shit, right? But I hate to tell you, but banning kids from anything on the internet has not stopped a single kid at all. Let me just say that telling VRChat and the VRChat team to ban kids and, you know, raise the age limit and all that is not gonna do jack shit. Look, let's take the most common examples I've seen about this article and this general subject, because the subject of kids invading VRChat is not a new concept. It's been constantly talked about, especially on the subreddit that I 110% despise, that's filled with brain dead idiots. They've been talking about this for literally more than a year. Here's some basic things that I've seen that people think will fix everything. One is raise the age limit to 18 plus. Have they played GTA? Has anyone played GTA here? Hello? I clearly remember a story of me going to GameStop and trying to buy GTA 5 straight from them, and I was 17 and a half. Like, I literally turned 18 like probably in a couple weeks, and the guy would not let me buy GTA 5. That was the first release, by the way. That was for 360. Yeah, I know. That long ago now. You know how I circumvented that? I got my mom to come with me and buy GTA 5 for me from the same guy that denied me. It's not that hard, guys. You know, an age limit like putting 18 plus or whatever is not going to stop anybody. This has been like the most simple workaround on the internet for like the longest time, you know, like porn sites saying, hey, are you above the age of 18? And all you do is just hit, well, yes, I am above the age of 18. Here's the other thing that people were recommending, the verification, ID verification, and verifying your age. Who's verifying these ages? Who's keeping this data? Does no one care about their privacy anymore? Like, huh? Oh, who am I kidding? No one cares about their privacy anymore. Half of you fuckers have TikTok installed. I mean, it's not only TikTok. Any social media app is probably taking more data than VRChat could ever imagine. Jesus. First off, VRChat has a heavy policy against collecting data. They only collect data for, I think, for basic purposes. It's in their TOS, and I clearly remember it, ironically enough, reading it in a law class because I was so bored out of my mind. But yeah, they're definitely against collecting data, and I 110% guarantee you they are against collecting licenses, driver's licenses, IDs, or whatever to verify you are above the age of 13. I also, what 13-year-old is gonna have an ID? Actually, I know people that are above the age of 18 who don't even have an ID let alone a driver's license or any form of verification unless it was a birth certificate. And even then, they probably don't even know where to find their birth certificate because they probably don't even know what their own blood type is. You see where I'm getting at right now? Expecting the gamer population and all kinds of these types of people to bend over and give out info on the internet when the whole point of the internet to begin with was to, you know, kind of be anonymous and attach yourself to a different persona or name. Why would giving my ID solve this problem? I mean, even then, it goes back to my beginning point on why don't I just go ask my parents to put the ID through VRChat and then I just pretend to be them. If you can't tell what the common theme is that if a kid really wants to get around something, they can get around something. There's no amount of measures to be taken without detrimenting the general population and you, the person that's using VRChat at home. Or you're not, I don't know, maybe you're just watching my videos because you love me. Aw, thank you. But seriously, I mean, the kid problem, kids running amok in VRChat is, I hate to tell you, not VRChat's problem. Well, I mean, it is, but there's nothing that you can really do about it without detrimenting somebody. The VRChat problem kind of is the result of two separate problems. One problem is, everybody on the internet starting to become hyper-sexually active and going crazy. It's not even just here. Every time I go on TikTok, it's some chick, waving her ass around while working out, and that, oh man, 100,000 likes, you know what I mean? And then meanwhile, I put out an actual edited video and it only gets 5 views. Like, hypersexual activity and, being sexual and, being, ooh, it's just kind of the thing that became because of the internet. With a level of anonymity, or being anonymous, it kind of helps to, explore who you want to be and what you want to do. And VRChat, I guess, helps in that kind of way for people. Not to say that, this type of thing, being, sexually active and fun and exploring new avenues and whatever, is, detrimental to kids for an app that never advertised to kids whatsoever, is very idiotic. I don't know why you would ever, think that. So on the flip side of that, the other problem that, that stems from it is parents. You can blame parents for, buying their kids an Oculus Quest and putting them on VRChat. I 100% agree. That's probably where the root of the problem lies in. But this kind of is a circulative, problem pattern. I don't know, what. One feeds into the other. I mean, the community and the VRChat community and the content creators are creating these content that is clearly being targeted towards brain dead idiots or kids. Now, of course, kids are viewing this content because their parents aren't supervising them, or they're not, telling them, they're letting them do whatever on the digital frontier, right? And that's resulting in them asking their parents that they can buy an Oculus Quest, which is the cheapest headset, and then thus they go into VRChat and are causing a ruckus and trying to recreate things on YouTube that they see. But at the same time, I can't fully blame parents for being negligent to their children, kinda. I mean, I hear stories on, that parents caved in because their kids were feeling like they were absolute losers at school because everybody around them had an Oculus Quest, or everybody around them were watching YouTube videos, or everyone around them was using TikTok and seeing VRChat content, and how this chick can do some fucking spiral stripper pole and then whip out her tits while jerking off the air. I don't know. There's a lot. For some reason, people like to forget that kids constantly get FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. That's peer pressure. And of course, when kids are getting pressured in school, it reflects that back at their home, and parents just kind of cave and let their kid do whatever they want. I mean, that's why you see kids on TikTok all the time. That's why you see kids using all these social media apps, and why it's kind of a big growing problem. Now, of course, these social media apps and stuff like that are purposely set out to make it as addictive as possible and to make you sit on that app for as long as possible. But VRChat was not built that way. VRChat was just built to, house other people to be their virtual selves and do whatever the fuck they want in the virtual space. Implying in the name, you are using VR to chat. But really, when you think of this problem, yes, it is probably the main source of, the kids on VRChat problem. But you got to think of it this way as well. put yourself in the parents' shoes. When all your neighbors and your kids' friends and all that, all their parents are, you know, allowing their kids to be on VRChat and using Oculus Quests, and you know, they're giving Facebook their ID so that their kid can use, you know, the Oculus Quest, which, by the way, Facebook identification is a real thing. You know, they ask for driver's licenses and stuff like that. As you can see, that doesn't work out. But anyways, when, you know, when every single, you know, parent that's surrounding you is allowing their children to do it, it's kind of not hard to just say, well, that's kind of the correct way to parent. I'm gonna let my child, you know, jump on an Oculus Quest and use that. So yes, it's very easy from a non-parent perspective to tell parents to, you know, to govern their children better and to, you know, regulate them and watch what they're doing on the internet. But, you know, coming from experience as when I was a kid, when you have access to the internet, it's really hard to put parental controls and, you know, parental stops on, you know, just browsing the internet in general. What I'm trying to say at the end of the day is that there are so many factors to this problem, to the VRChat kids in VRChat problem, that it's not really a simple solution as raising the age limit or asking for IDs or, you know, making sure you piss in a cup so that I can verify how old your piss has been. You know what I mean? Like, there's no simple way. And for some reason, there's a good group of people that just vehemently believe that, yes, it's very simple, and then all you have to do is just this and this, and there you go. It's not. There's so much layers to it. There's so many problems with it, and it will never get fixed. And also, if anyone ever asks you the answer to the age-old question of how to get rid of kids on VRChat, probably the answer is to make VRChat not look cool. But I hate to tell you, VRChat, you know, implementing all kinds of crazy stuff like, you know, like OSC and dynamic bones for themselves, and you know, you can literally interact with each other through the virtual space way more. Yeah, I hate to tell you, it's kind of hard not to make VRChat look cool. So yeah, that's about it. Just wanted to come on my soapbox and kind of talk to a camera for, you know, 20 minutes and then call it a day. Sorry this video didn't come out. I meant to make this last week before I, you know, disappeared into the depths of, you know, one of the big game that came out, you know what I'm saying? But I kind of just got, you know, a little hazy, and all of a sudden it was Elden Ring launch, and then I destroyed my sleep schedule because that's all I've been playing is Elden Ring. But anyways, I'm still lost in Elden Ring, but I'm trying to get back into the weekly YouTube video thing, and also uploading shorts and stuff like that from videos. So if you guys like the video, make sure to hit like. If you want to watch more, hit subscribe and hit the bell. And I also have a playlist, Flips Uploads. It's a great playlist. It's my most recent uploads of actual videos. Wow, so cool. Also, the entire time probably on screen, there's been names on screen. And now they're gone. They're probably gone by now because I've been talking for way too long, and now I need to move on and end this video. I don't know, whatever. Hey, I'll see you guys. Bye bye. No.